Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Retro Gamers Podcast, a situation I think you're going to see a lot more often.
Yeah.
Larry here.
Anthony here.
And we are live together.
We are together live.
I guess, right? Is there a difference?
No.
Oh, okay. We are alive.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't feel it.
I think the jury's out on that too. Depends on the day.
Yes, right. But no, we're going to be doing a lot more of this where we're going to be able to be in the same room.
Yeah.
And
just stupid me moved. Don't touch me.
You did move, thankfully.
Yeah.
Because I was like 2 weeks away moving to LA, and then you was like, you know what, I'm coming back to New York.
You should have.
like,
we could have just swapped apartments.
Imagine if we
and
did.
that would have been much easier. That also could have been a good reality show for us.
Honestly, me trying to figure out all these board games.
Yes. And then like we switch jobs, like we switch everything, like life switch.
Never mind. All right, so with that being said, because I'd be fired from your job instantaneously.
Yes.
No, we're here. We got some really cool stuff to talk about. Some amazing stuff dropped during the week.
Yes, absolutely. Very exciting stuff.
Before that, I do want to give an update, which I guess now that I think about it, this update would have made more sense if we were at my apartment.
Yep.
But
you're at mine.
Last week I showed those boxes, those empty boxes I had. I mean, as you can see, Anthony definitely is keeping everything.
I keep all my boxes
that he has.
See?
Yeah, so for those who maybe didn't watch last week, shame on you, or listen last week, but I was getting rid of boxes, keeping the games. I'm talking about the NES, Super NES.
Don't shame the fans, by the way.
I will shame them.
I am thankful to every single person who watches and listens to
Thanksgiving
this podcast.
is over. So, no, we do appreciate everybody.
Calm down, Scrooge.
So I had the boxes. I was getting ready to throw them out. They were in the recycling bin. They were on the curb. I went out and I brought them back in. Safe to say, the boxes have been removed from said bags, have been reassembled, and are all back to working use.
That's good to hear.
The only thing I can't guarantee is if the inserts are the same for each box.
Okay.
Obviously, some were easy to figure out than others. But otherwise, I'm set and good to go. I have an extra insert, though. I don't know where that's from. But besides that, the boxes are safe.
Okay. Did you accidentally throw out a box that you don't realize?
I don't know. I'm trying to think if I did or not. I don't think so, because when I went through all of them, and I got to give a big shout out to those like Kickstarters, like those sole creators of these games, who it's just a one-person project, who end up putting all these boxes together, because it's a pain in the butt sometimes put some of those back together. I almost ripped a few of them. So
well,
I'm very careful.
That's the reason why you just don't throw them out to begin with.
This is true.
So,
but nevertheless, everything's back to normal. I might still store them, but everything. Oh no, the only things I'm missing are the foam pieces.
Yeah,
on the bottom.
you told me you threw out the foam, which is a shame in and of itself.
But not every box had it, though. To be honest with you.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, but no, there's nothing wrong with like just putting the boxes in storage. You just need access to the games, but keep the boxes for later.
I need access to storage, and that.
Well, that's doable too. They have places.
No. Yeah, it's called dump. But that might be some down the road.
Okay.
So be on the lookout where Larry might be selling some pop vinyls maybe on the internet soon. Maybe
Larry should be selling some pop vinyls.
Maybe.
You only have like 10,000 of them.
I have 532.
Wow.
Maybe.
Do you have more pop vinyls than video games?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because if you do, then there's something wrong.
Are we talking physical games or digital?
Physical.
Okay.
Physical.
I don't know. That I do. Because I remember I counted. I had I definitely have more pop vinyls than video games.
Okay.
I was collecting pops longer than we've been doing the show.
That's true, but it's still an injustice that needs to be fixed.
So, but in any event, that's where we're at. So that's the kind of update on that part. But yeah, just want to bring everyone up to speed.
All right, cool.
So.
And I'll bring everybody up to speed on one quick thing. I had talked about last week that I was going to give my Steam Deck a really good run this week, so I can give a proper review of it finally. I regret to say I did not get the opportunity to do that because I realized yesterday I was like, I had to go out for a bit, and I knew I was going to have some downtime, so I was at a Starbucks, and I'm like, I'm going to play my Steam Deck for a while so I can do a review today. But I didn't download the games. So it's like, I'll download them in Starbucks. No, the internet's not fast enough in Starbucks to
Oh, I
download
can
the games.
imagine.
So I wasn't able to download them. I wound up playing a little. Like I played a couple of board games on it.
Okay.
So I played Mysterium. I played some Carcassonne, but that was it. Now before we recorded today, or as we're doing it now. So earlier today, I did download like Civilization 6, 2 Point Hospital. I downloaded a bunch of stuff that I'm going to try.
Garbage Pail Kids.
I did download Garbage Pail Kids. I downloaded Garbage Pail Kids. So I'm going to give that a go. And next week, I'm hopefully going to have my review of the Steam Deck.
This is like when Alf. Remember when Alf guest hosted the Johnny Carson show?
Yes.
He's like, we're too late for the Pope. Hopefully we'll get to the Pope next week.
Yes. Well,
we're putting it off.
I'm definitely not promising the Pope
What?
on the show.
Imagine he comes in rocking like playing like I don't know like Street Fighter or something.
No,
That'd be wild.
I think he would just be playing Bible Adventures.
But he probably would. Awesome. So all right, well hopefully we'll get. Actually, hopefully I'll be able to see the Steam Deck.
Yes, it's right. It's right here.
It is right there.
You just have to wash your hands and wear gloves.
Well, forget that. I'm over it.
You know how you say you have different controllers for kids at your house, like nephews and stuff? Yes. Yeah, I have rules for you when you play my stuff.
Rude. All right. Well, nevertheless, I can't wait to hear about it though.
Yeah.
With Steam Deck. So, all right, very cool. I think really at this point, why waste any time? I think we should get into the main kind of the thing that dropped over the week, and just April cannot come fast enough for me.
Oh, okay.
I cannot wait for WrestleMania.
I can wait.
So, but there's something else, of course, that's dropping in April.
Yes. So we got again. Well, everybody got, not just we, but everybody got a look at a full trailer, right?
Yes.
The first full film trailer for the Super Mario Brothers movie.
And just like when the teaser came out, this was just a moment of like, this is my childhood.
Yes.
This is what I've been looking for. And I think we just get right into it. I think by now everyone's seen it. Mm-hmm. So if folks, whether you're listening or watching right now, just feel free to pause, go back, watch the trailer.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Get a fresh feel for it, fresh eyes, and then join us again. So for us, it's going to be a second. For you, it's going to be 2 minutes and I think 1 second.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just gonna go through and not go through it piece by piece, but we're gonna talk about what we saw that was most noticeable to us.
Exactly. And feel free
because
to
because there was a lot. Well, I mean, I think we can like kind of ping pong back and forth on it. But I will say like the first thing that came to mind, or the first thing I noticed watching the trailer. In no particular order, right? But the first, to me, one of the biggest things that had impact for me was when Princess Peach was in the castle. She was wearing what looked like battle gear, and she grabs the axe. Toad's walking with her, and I thought that was like that one. That one to me was probably one of the most impactful things because it's showing that Peach is going to be very active in this film. They're definitely not doing the standard the princess has been captured like in the original one. Damsel in distress thing doesn't look like that's going to be happening, or at least according to the trailer it doesn't look like it's going to be happening. In fact, the damsel in distress might just be Luigi.
The way it was going right now.
The way it looked. But Peach has definitely got an active role in this, which is really cool. But the other cool thing about that scene was you see her in the battle gear, in her gear with the axe and everything, but in the background, the layout of her castle with the portraits on the wall, the paintings on the wall, very reminiscent of Super Mario 64. We don't know if those paintings are magical like they were in Super Mario 64, or if they're just there as an homage. We'll find out when we see the film.
There's going to be a lot. Like, this is one of those films. This is a twofer. Like a twofer film where you go the first time, you just watch it, you enjoy it, everything happens. But then you go back a second time to really now look in the background and everything. Yeah, so this is at least a twofer.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And they'll definitely get my money. So,
they'll get my money several times over.
Oh, totally, 100%. I can't wait to pre-order the movie, pre-order the soundtrack.
Will you buy a physical copy of it?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. Imagine if a physical copy came with a game.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
So hey, listen, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Illumination.
But will Mario be voiced by Chris Pratt in the game?
I hope so. Okay, so let's just get right into it because poor Chris Pratt. I saw a meme. I don't know if you saw it. I saw a meme came out. They were like, oh, what's his name who plays? Charlie Day.
Charlie Day.
Yeah,
Charlie
Day
Day
uses his own voice for Luigi. Oh, it's amazing. It's awesome. Chris Pratt uses his name for Mario. There will be hell to pay.
Well, I don't know if when he put out that original video where he said like he was working really hard on a distinctive Mario voice, if he was joking. Like, he is a comedian, and but he seemed to be so serious about it that I think he set himself up. And that's what happened because like he didn't need to say, "Oh my God, I've been working so hard on a Mario voice." He could have just been like, I'm such a fan. I'm so excited to play him." I don't think people would have gone after him as much about it. Because again, I don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with
that. I don't have a problem with it at all. I just feel like he set himself up.
I think it's more, and I've spoken to some friends, some other friends that I have. See, when I'm next to Anthony, he's going to point. He's looking for all my flaws.
They're just easy to find.
They really are.
A lot easier.
Cat hair. So
what do you expect?
When I've been talking to like some of my friends, it does boil, and it boils down to the original concern. Yeah. It's not Charles Martinet. Right. And look, I've gone on record, and I'll say it. Yes, I will pay full price for a full hour and a half movie if Charles Martinet played Mario.
I would not.
But after talking with you, because you do have your, I say it all the time, you hate when I say it, but you have your Hollywood lens on a lot.
Shush.
When you look at these, even though you're not in Hollywood anymore.
I'm not.
When was the last time they made a movie out here?
Oh, coming soon.
Okay, then there we go. So a lot of my, the other friends who aren't as deep dive into gaming as we do, they have the same thing. Oh, it doesn't sound like Mario. It sounds, I'm used to the game Mario.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, if you want to go that far, dig up Captain Lou Albano because that's our Mario from day one.
That's very true.
As far as
because he predated.
Absolutely. Yeah. So and I've been able now to separate like game universe and movie universe.
Yeah.
So look, we get a little more Charles Pratt. We got Charles Pratt. There
Charles
we
Pratt.
go.
You get a combo.
Oh, let's.
Well, let me give you my expert take on it. Okay. Here's my Hollywood take.
Those are very expensive.
Folks. These are very yeah. They cost me like $10. But if I can give you my Hollywood take on it, you want to have A-list actors, right? If you can cast an A-list actor to play a role, why would you not? And animated films have been going this route for decades.
We talked about this before.
Yeah, we talked about this before. Now I get it. Mario is an iconic character who's had a voiceover actor voice him, and that's been great. I was like, but again, if you think about the pitch, literally, that's what I'm thinking in my head. The pitch of Mario's voice in all of the games.
Are you talking about the literal pitch?
The literal pitch of his voice. The very, very high pitch that he hits whenever he says anything. It's great when you hear snippets, like little words, like that you hear in the game. Yeah. If you heard him talking full sentences at that pitch, I don't think you would enjoy it as much.
Okay, I just don't. That's fair. That's totally fair. Don't get me wrong. Oh, that's it. All right, we're back in New York.
Wow, it sucks here.
How dare you? Which again, I get that. We get a little bit more Chris Pratt talking. We do get a little of the iconic, Yahoo!
Yeah.
So again, I don't have a problem with it. Some people almost comparing it to Sonic, the Sonic situation.
Oh, yeah.
Which, look, that's head and shoulders difference.
No, totally. Okay, I'll tell you this right now. A movie studio is not going to replace Chris Pratt because the fans are unhappy.
No, true.
I get Sonic because Sonic was he looked terrible, and that was risking the entire film.
Yeah.
You would have done a similar thing, like let's say they did cast Charles Martinet as the voice. Yeah. You might have done a similar thing if the trailer came out and all of a sudden everybody hears Mario speaking full sentences in that high pitch, and everybody was like, "Ooh, that sounds really bad." I was like, so it's just
also it's probably easier to change. It's easier to change the animation than just hiring someone brand new anyway. In theory, I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, it cost Sony a few $1 million to change it.
But to be fair, I think they're easily making that back with the grand scheme of these movies.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So in any event, so voice. actually voices. Let's talk.
Yeah.
We get Princess Peach.
Yes.
What's her name?
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yes.
I think it's Anya.
I think so.
Yeah.
Anya-san, as Miyamoto would say.
Mm-hmm.
She nailed it.
Oh, she sounds
as
great.
Peach.
She sounds great.
She was amazing as Peach. So,
Yep.
and then we get
Charlie Day as Luigi.
Charlie Day as Luigi,
Sounds great.
which it's funny because right now, and again, it's very small. I do hear a little bit of like me, stuff like that
there's
with
little stuff in
with
there.
Chris Pratt. I didn't hear it as much yet with Luigi, but I'm sure we'll get there. So,
Oh yeah.
did we hear Donkey Kong? I don't think we heard Donkey Kong.
No, Donkey Kong
No,
didn't
not
speak.
yet. But I'm
No,
imagining-
you heard those two. You heard Toad again.
Yes, and that's Keegan Michael Key.
Yes.
Who now I hear him as Toad.
Yes.
And I'm cool with that. He's awesome. He's hysterical
Yeah.
too. So voice wise, at
Everybody's
this point, everybody's good.
And
to go.
of course, we heard a little bit more from Bowser.
Oh, Jack Black is there is now no other choice.
Yeah,
Jack Black.
Yeah.
Absolutely nailed.
No, I'll be honest. I have no issues with any of them. I think
Yeah.
they all sound good.
So we're all good. So now let's get into the looks of it.
Yes.
Again, right now, everything that they can pull for the nostalgia feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like you open up, Mario's walking out into the Coliseum and everything like that. You don't know what it is yet. Then you see Donkey Kong for the first time, which Miyamoto addressed in the Nintendo Direct that they did slightly change Donkey Kong, his look a little bit for the first time since becoming 3D. And again, that's fine. I didn't have a problem with that. I figured that was going to happen anyway.
Right.
Because animation-wise, I always figured Illumination's going to put their thumbprint on it anyway. But at first, I was like, all right, it's just a Coliseum and Mario and Donkey Kong are going to fight. But then when they pan out, you see the red trestles.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm starting to feel this.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. And actually, we get a lot more Donkey Kong in this trailer. A lot more feel of Donkey Kong.
Yeah, you definitely do. Again, and that scene has a lot of, and we'll probably do this to kind of call out the game references.
Oh, 100%.
That scene had Smash Brothers vibe to me, right off the bat.
I didn't even think of it. I'm too busy going back to 81.
No,
I didn't
no,
even think
no,
of Smash Brothers. Wow.
My head went straight to Super Smash Brothers. If you look at how Donkey Kong is hitting him.
No, you're right.
I think that's straight out of Smash Brothers.
No, 100%. I honestly didn't even think of that. All right, great call on that one.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool.
Yeah, so I thought that was really cool. I thought Donkey Kong looked really good.
Yes.
The character, since it's the first time we're seeing him. And Miyamoto specifically in the Nintendo Direct pointed out that they altered his appearance slightly.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, didn't bother me at all. I thought he looked great.
What they changed seems so subtle.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought he looked great. I love the Smash Brothers reference.
Now I do.
Yeah,
now I do. Yeah.
That was a really nice touch. And then the other time we see Donkey Kong is probably one of the other obvious scenes that you can pull out of
that was awesome.
Yeah, that you can pull right out of a video game is when Mario launches himself onto Rainbow Road.
I lost it at that point. Yeah. I'm like, this, because the first trailer, when we went over the first teaser trailer and the poster, I think I even said, wow, there's really no reference to Mario Kart anywhere on here. And then they just threw it at you right in your face. Rainbow Road, the what I thought was maybe the Koopalings, the Koopa Kids, but it might be just more Donkey Kong as well. We'll see. Obviously
they look like it looked like a bunch. It looks like a bunch of Kongs.
It did look like,
I don't know how many, but it looked like some Kongs.
It looked like Donkey Kong, Cranky Kong, Funky Kong, maybe Baby Kong. I don't know, who is not Donkey Kong Jr. They are two different
I wonder if Diddy and Dixie Kong are going to show up.
Ooh, maybe. We'll see. So,
but the Mario Kart scene was great. By the way, love the fact that Toad is in a monster truck.
Yes,
I thought that was a nice touch.
Yep. And Mario was in a traditional
car. Yep. Peach was on a motorcycle.
Yes,
which was great.
With her helmet.
Yeah, she wore. Yeah, safety first.
Going back to Peach as well. I know we're jumping around. There's really no way. That's the only way to do this.
Yeah.
Like I said, just her presence. I honestly, and I don't mean anything by this. And of course, I mentioned something like this not on our, but just on a page, and I meant nothing. I'm just like, oh, I thought maybe it would be kind of like the damsel in distress, where we're so used to Peach getting kidnapped. I don't mean anything bad by it. It's the game that's been around for 30 something years. So of course everyone blew up at me. Anyway, so now that it doesn't look like, at least for now, Peach is getting kidnapped. Just to see her reminiscence of like Super Mario Brothers 2 or like Super Mario 3D World when she's a playable character.
Yep.
But what I really enjoyed is when they had the field of fire flowers.
Yes.
And like what seems like a very pivotal moment in the movie, you know, she touches the fire flower, and you don't see the change, but you do see her dress is a different color.
Yeah, right. Her pink dress is now red.
Red and white.
Yeah.
Which again,
kind of like this.
Kind of like I didn't know if I was going to be able to grab it.
Kind of like Mario game.
Basically, that's Fire Mario.
This is Fire Mario.
It almost looks like the movie.
Yeah. Let's go.
His ears aren't as big. So you know, again, attention to detail. That's what I'm. Does he stand? Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Attention to detail, and that's what I'm looking.
No, and yeah, the detail is definitely important, and I wouldn't expect anything less because again, like this movie is being done in collaboration. It's Illumination and Nintendo.
Oh yeah,
and I don't think Nintendo would let the details fall off.
They did that once before.
Yeah. So yeah, we saw what happened. 30 years.
Poor Bob Hoskins. I still love that.
Again, next year is the 30-year anniversary of that movie. So.
Oh man.
Yeah, we should actually go back and watch it for the anniversary.
I think I watched it last week anyway.
Oh, well, there you go.
And you know what's funny enough? When I saw it real quick at one of the Chiller theaters I went to, what's her name? Who played Daisy in that movie?
Samantha Mathis.
Yes. Samantha Mathis was signing, and I got news for you. It was majority Super Mario Brothers stuff.
Of course.
That she had, and people were giving her scripts of Super Mario Brothers, some weird... You know, there's also a Super Mario Brothers...
We expected conventions.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it was... I don't even know what other movie she's in, to be honest.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think... What other movies was she in?
I think she was in a TV show, but beyond that...
She was in a TV show, and then I think she was in a movie with, like, John Travolta. Was it Broken Arrow?
Oh, man, I don't know.
It might have been. I don't know.
But it was just fun to see that.
She's been in other stuff.
And someone is actually they re-edited Super Mario Brothers movie, and they legally somehow put it on YouTube.
Huh.
It's a full movie with like the colors are a little different, and some scenes are taken out. I think some scenes were changed.
Okay.
Somehow. It's weird. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But
getting back to this trailer.
But this one, again, it's
lots of details. Bowser's Army.
Yes.
Bowser's Army, literally, if you look through that, I mean, the scene goes by fast, but if you pause it, it's loaded. It's you know, you got Koopas, you got my favorite, Shy Guys. I love Shy Guys.
Shy Guys, yes.
Shy Guys are awesome. You got Koopas.
The only holdover from Super Mario Brothers 2.
And rightfully so.
We haven't seen Wart since then.
That's fine. We haven't seen Wart. Have we seen Birdo? We've seen Birdo.
Maybe right? Birdo was in the cartoons.
Yeah, but you got Shy Guys, you got Koopas, you got Thwomps, you got Piranha Plants.
Got Goombas.
You got Goombas.
I was kind of worried we weren't going to see Goombas.
Yeah. You got Goombas. You got the again. I was trying to remember the name of them. The little black
beetles.
The little black beetles with the spikes. I can't remember the names of them.
Well, no, those are called spikes or spiky or something. The red ones, but the black beetles. Remember when you complete the game, then you go back to it, old Goombas are replaced with them.
Yes.
Yeah, those guys as well.
Yeah, I don't remember their names.
Yeah, I mean, beetle something.
But they were there. So like it was nice to see. Like the variety in his army, which is really cool.
And they look like him. That's the whole thing. They look like him, again, with that little bit of twist. So, I mean, I can't even think of anything else. Just, I mean, because the trailer...
Just through it? I think the scene with Bowser and Luigi I thought was funny. The humor is there.
That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. The humor hits you, like, right off the bat when in that first scene with Donkey Kong. Because Mario's like, okay, let's go. That's what, does that. Yeah. And then he runs after Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong just grabs him and starts slapping him around. That's that Illumination humor that they're bringing to it as well. So this is a perfect match so far.
I think
between
so.
the two of them. Can we talk about the music for a moment?
Sure.
Because there's really not much to it, but that score, that traditional Super Mario Brothers score with that loud, background drumming.
You're basically the orchestra.
Yes.
Behind the original song.
I mean, and then you just hear the, that. Yeah. Oh my God, I cannot. Like I said, I have not.
Almost sounded like a steel drum.
Kind of, yeah. I haven't bought a physical CD in forever. This might be one to get for me because I just can't wait to get it.
Do I have my CDs out? No, I don't. No room.
I have no way to play them. A CD, but
that's okay. I can digitize it for you. I still have a CD-ROM.
But no, the music is just so powerful and it's just it's almost moving in a way. I don't know. It's weird.
Well, you know what it is? It's giving the Super Mario Brothers theme that we know and love. Mm-hmm. Again, something we've listened to since the 80s.
Yep.
Right? So almost 40 years.
Yep.
Almost 40 years of that tune. And putting it on like epic scale. That's really what it is. It makes it sound epic, and it makes it sound more important and monumental for the film.
Yeah, totally.
It's like big stakes.
And trust me, I've heard orchestras play that music before, but they never really got into it. They were just like, do, 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 do. You know what I mean? They would just play it. But this is nailing it.
No. This is like, it almost feels like really serious.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
It's like really serious, and you feel the tension.
Yep.
So when you hear it, and I have to say, like, when I heard it at the end, I was just like, wow. I was like, wow. Yes. It was like, they did a great job with it. Because it doesn't sound childlike. Nope. It doesn't sound funny. It doesn't sound. It doesn't even sound upbeat.
No,
it sounds serious.
Big
we've
budget,
never heard. Yeah, we've never heard a serious version of the of the score. So, yeah, well done. Absolutely well done.
I mean, I don't know if there's anything else you want to mention to it, but
I'm trying to think of other scenes that we saw in there where that we haven't touched on. Yeah, absolutely. How can we not mention the really, really quick shot of the Yoshis?
Oh yes, yeah. Oh my God, yes.
And not only that, it's like I went back and paused it because I really wanted to look forward because I wanted to see where's the Yoshi, where is our green beloved Yoshi? Was not there.
No, it was definitely. I mean, it's very reminiscent, obviously, of Yoshi's Island, where it has all the different Yoshis on it and everything. Yep. But you're right, no green Yoshi. So I forgot whose voice is. Did they list the voice for Yoshi in the credits?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I could be wrong though.
Yeah, true. Well, Yoshi doesn't really talk, so
Yoshi doesn't talk.
No,
so
that could be Charles Martinet, honestly, because he's in the movie. He's doing additional voices.
Yeah, so he might be doing the voices of the non-speaking characters that he usually does.
Yep. So yes, but you're right. That the Cheap Cheeps.
The Cheap was great.
Oh my God,
that was just great. And you know what? That was all you needed. You know what I mean? It was just such a like. If you don't see the for me, it's like if I don't see the Cheap Cheeps again in the movie, that did what it needed to do. That was just
and it was great because they hit Mario, he freaks out.
Yeah.
Peach pulls it off, but then the Cheap Cheep lands on Toad.
Yes.
So again, the little stuff.
Yeah, the little things in there are just really fun. There's one thing too that maybe we can close on, but Peach says something in there where there's that grand shot where we're looking behind them and they're looking out into the clouds and stuff. And she says it's a big universe out there, and I'm like, ooh. I was like, so, and then they showed like they showed a shot of like the Ice Kingdom. They showed a
galaxies.
shot of,
she called them galaxies.
Galaxy, right? So I feel like they're already setting things up for stuff from Super Mario Galaxy, and I'm like, are we going to be traveling around?
Even the way he kind of traveled, like that part.
Or that part where Mario and Luigi are kind of getting in that whatever that beam or whatever they're traveling through. I'm like, okay. I was like, this opens the door for a lot of different things, and I don't think that they would say words like that just willingly. In other words, like they're saying them with purpose. So I feel like they're already either planning or we're gonna see more from other Super Mario games. And that's the other thing too. It's like they didn't stick to one Mario game.
No.
It looks like they went through the catalog and they literally are just trying to combine things to show the universe.
Correct. Yeah, because when they announce it, I'm kind of envisioning like this like retelling of the first game. That's why I was all about the damsel in distress thing.
Yeah.
But no.
Well, just think about how linear that would be, and how many times would we have to hear Toad tell Mario, "Oops, sorry, she's not here."
That's true. That is true. And we wouldn't even be getting 3/4 of the characters.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm envisioning because you talk about those keywords, galaxy and stuff like that. That's why in the next trailer, because there'll probably be one more trailer.
I'm sure there
drops. You know, I'm waiting for it to be like, oh, what a beautiful sunshine. You know, oh, we're off for a big odyssey. Where's the DS? Yeah, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, just pulling out of the titles.
Well, here's the other thing too, and I'll throw this at you. Normally, the more trailers you see, the more
which is why I usually don't watch.
The more they give away the movie. Yeah. So it's like, and I get it for this podcast, like we watch them. But now that we've seen one, will you watch the next one? Because I don't like to watch trailers for that reason.
No, neither do I.
Because they give away the.
I can tell you the exact moment I stopped doing that. Million Ways to Die in the West.
Okay. When
MacFarlane movie, simple trailer. I'm watching it, and it gives away a part that has nothing to do with the plot, but it's the funniest part in the moment when Seth walks in on Doc Brown with the DeLorean, you know, in the Wild West. Again, nothing to do with the rest of the story. But if that would have just popped up in the theater, it would have been hysterical.
Right.
Meanwhile, it's like, they just gave it away. Yeah. Same with Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man with Rhino. The last scene in the movie is in the trailer.
Yep.
So if this was any other movie, I would have stopped at the teaser. I probably would have watched the first one.
Yeah.
But this is it. I would have stopped from here on
Right. So
in.
now the question is, will you watch the next trailer?
See, here's the thing, though. I feel like I might because I really see myself going multiple times to see this movie.
Fair enough.
So that's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay. And agreed. Yeah. I have no problem. Like this one, I can make an exception for too for that reason. It's like I know I'm going to see it. It does not matter.
Yeah.
And I won't feel like it's spoiled because
What could they do to tell unless they pull a wizard on us and announce a new game at the end of the movie?
Yes.
There's really nothing that can be done other than again more nostalgia. That's what this is. It's going into nostalgia. It's like when I saw the Power Rangers movie. The only thing that hit me nostalgic factor was the song.
R.I.P. Green Ranger.
Well, yes, that's true. Yeah. Sorry, Tommy. But when they hit that "Go Power Rangers," that was good.
And that's when I tuned out.
And the rest of the movie I didn't like. But no.
Yeah, see, for me, the first 2/3 of that movie were really good. I was like, oh, they're giving them a good origin story. They're focusing on the characters, and then we went to.
I was in.
Ouch.
That's when I stood up. I was like, yes. So So bottom line, I'll definitely watch the other trailers, and I just can't wait. Again, April cannot come fast enough at this point.
No. I agree. I'm really looking forward to it. And you guys out there, if you've watched the trailer, let us know what you think. Hit us up on our Facebook, Instagram, wherever you want. And yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts as well.
All right, boy, we did a lot of talking about that trailer, but we do want to hear from other people what they thought about the trailer. So where can they chime in?
You guys can chime in on Facebook.com/RetroGamersPodcast, on Instagram @RetroGamersPodcast, on Twitter @RetroGamersPod. You can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube @RetroGamersPodcast, or you can email us at email@theretrogamers.com.
Anywhere and everywhere. All right, we're back. Well, the Mario trailer, wasn't the only thing that's kind of, coming to fruition, if you will. I finally got an email that
as we all do. We
true,
get emails every day.
But I got a special email saying that I will be getting my refund for my hardware of the Google Stadia.
Oh,
it's on its way. It's the final nail. Unfortunately, I've already gotten a refund for the one game that I purchased. And I thought I'd do it pretty cool. I don't think I've shown this since I've gotten it. So the Google Stadia controller, a wonderful controller, actually, might I add. Very comfortable. This was a Founders Edition color, so this was only available Founders Edition. But at this point, I'm not going to have much use to it, but yeah, so this is it. I'm going to get my refund, and with that being said, the Google Stadia is just done, but I just wanted to show it off one more time because I really do enjoy the color scheme on this one, and it's pretty cool. I mean, if you just hold it, it's pretty.
Well, yeah,
it does. Yeah. So.
Let's move on. So, it's the holiday season. No, it's all good. It's the holiday season. We had talked about this last week, and we said we told people to be on the lookout. But we're bringing back our holiday contest this year. So, unlike things that are dead and gone, like your Stadia, we're going to celebrate the holidays this year. Okay.
They go from something so bad to something so good. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. So why not? For those of you who listen and watch our podcast, or fans, or on social media, if you guys want to win a stocking full of video game goodness,
yes,
different little tchotchkes and stuff like that, maybe you'll find a game in there or two. Don't know.
No Stadia controller though.
But definitely no Stadia controller. No, that'll be on the way to the. I believe you brought
Staten
it up
Island.
earlier. Yeah, I believe you brought it up earlier. It'll be on the way to the dump.
Yeah.
It'll be on the way to the dump. But yes, so if you want to join our holiday contest this year,
yes,
just check all of our social media pages.
Yep.
There will be instructions on how you can enter the contest.
Very detailed instructions.
Yep. And we will be announcing the winner on our episode Christmas week.
Yes,
which will be on Tuesday, December 20th.
Yes.
So Tuesday, December 20th. So actually 2 weeks from...
Yeah, it's going to be quick, folks.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 weeks from when this episode airs.
Yep.
So, so definitely make sure to get your names in there. Again, there'll be... we'll put a link in on the...
Yeah, totally.
We'll put a link in on the YouTube page and everywhere else.
Actually, what we may actually do is one of the winners from last time actually did kind of like an unboxing.
He did do
an
unboxing,
maybe we'll do cool.
a
link or something like that. We'll bring that back just to show you guys contact him to sing. But yeah, no, it'll be very cool.
Yeah,
so
that would
definitely
be really
check
cool.
it out.
Yeah, so definitely check it out. And that was our thing on our holiday.
Yes, yeah. That's what I just wanted to talk about after you did that. Yeah.
Yeah. So so on to other happy news. We do have some retro birthdays.
Oh, do we?
That we
Okay.
wanted to touch on.
When one door closes, other ones open.
Yeah.
Right? Where there's death, life.
Right.
Like a phoenix rising in the shadows.
Yes, after other things have been cremated. We have 3 retro birthdays to call out this week.
All right,
we have 3. I'm not going to go in any order. No. The first one I want to bring up is we are celebrating the 30th retro birthday. So this game came out in December of 1992. In Japan. This is the Japan release. 30th retro birthday of Final Fantasy V. I felt like I had to bring Final Fantasy. I always have to bring up.
No, of course.
So 30 years of Final Fantasy V.
But to specifically mention Final Fantasy V in Japan, because God only knows which version we got.
Yeah, I have no idea. Right, because Final Fantasy 3 here was actually 6 from Japan. So I have no idea which... Right, so this is the Japanese Final Fantasy V. I have no idea where that came in our...
it all got straightened out years later, like on PlayStation. But
it definitely did. But so happy 30th retro birthday to Final Fantasy V. Something that came out a little bit sooner than that. But is a game near and dear to our hearts. I know that you saw a post about this.
Oh,
so
yes.
Bring this up. But we are celebrating the 25th retro birthday of WCW NWO World Tour.
And that's a game that me and you and all of our friends, I mean, absolutely hours playing on end.
Well, it also was the first wrestling game where THQ introduced us to their game mechanics.
Oh, God, yeah.
That they later perfected in No Mercy.
No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000. You're right. That actually a lot Revenge. Yep. And you kind of got a feel for that in Day of Reckoning on the GameCube and Day of Reckoning 2. And a lot of people are saying the new AEW game very much feels like those old games.
Great.
So that's why I can't wait to get those. But yeah, no, real quick with us, growing up, we played a lot of the wrestling games and we played Raw and Royal Rumble and stuff. But you're right. When that WCW NWO came out, literal game changer. And I think it also helped put the N64 on the map as far as like sports games or sports entertainment, whatever you want to look at it. In that genre. So yeah, definitely happy 25th anniversary to the Goldberg rule as well.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, no, he would have been in that? Yes, he would have been in that.
He was in that. Yeah. He was absolutely in that. I had him blocked out of my memory. You ruined that.
The Goldberg rule was when we play the Royal Rumble mode, anyone who ends up being Goldberg, out he goes.
He goes out first. Yes.
Immediately. We were not Goldberg fans.
No, none of us were. And then the last retro birthday to bring up, and the most important one to bring up, is actually one we missed last week.
Yes.
And this one is definitely, we tend not to circle back to things, but this one has
this
to
one,
be.
I mean, we kind of talked about, kind of sort of, because you were talking about the game collaboration that came out, but individually, we got to give it its props.
Yes. So this is a huge one, too. Yep. So it is the 50th retro birthday of the original, the iconic Pong.
Yes, the one that literally started all. Space Invaders, a lot of people say, started the arcade craze. It might have started the arcade craze, but Pong was the one that started arcades.
Yeah.
And, and I actually, it was funny. I remember talking to my...
Space War.
Well, Space War, yes, but I'm talking about, where, they tested Pong in, local, bars. Really, it wasn't even... There were no arcades, so they did it in bars and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think I remember my dad telling me one time, actually a place over here, a bar near here, which, wow, I can't remember the name of it. Anyway.
Bar.
No, it's funny. I can't, wow.
Bar.
It's going to bother me. But he was, hanging out one day and he walked in. It's like, what is this? It's like, it's some game. You put quarters in to play. And, he played a couple of games, probably literally 2 games.
Yeah.
But he did remember seeing people, crowding around Pong and stuff. But yeah, that's just what got arcade games really going. And even to this day, the simplicity of Pong still can be played. Like I remember getting like they released Pong on PlayStation, which was almost like an adventure game, kind of sort of. Arcade 1-Up has some sweet Pong arcade cabinets and tabletops and whatnot. So
yeah, well, no, I think Pong will always go back to Pong, right? Because Pong is, I think, what really, to your point, launched gaming. Everybody knew Space War, yes. Yeah. I was like, but Pong was, because Pong was literally everywhere.
It was,
like every handheld system, like the systems back then.
Oh, that too,
like
yes.
The Odyssey and all
you're right. I
like
wasn't even thinking that.
When they came out with those consoles, and those consoles were built with the games in them, and that's all you got. Yeah. Almost all of them had a Pong.
No, you're right.
Or a version of Pong.
No, or some of them were dedicated.
Or some were just specifically Pong.
Specifically
and you
Pong.
had multiple versions.
Yeah, like hockey, tennis, whatever.
Which was still Pong.
I even have a, non-working because the wire's been cut, but someone gave me like one of the original like Pong, I don't remember which one specifically, but like a Pong system. So yeah, I was thinking all arcades. You're right, home consoles. That was one of the very first, if not the very first. So and the bar's name was Costello's.
Ah, there you go.
Thank you. That would have, if my father would have listened to this.
Sure, it wasn't Abbott's.
No, definitely Costello's.
Okay, definitely Costello. All right.
But yeah, so happy birthday, Pong, 50th. Of course, coinciding with Atari's 50th anniversary and Atari 50.
Yep.
And I'm still waiting for the VCS version to come out. So please hurry up, Digital Eclipse.
You're gonna be waiting for a long time.
I think I am actually.
Yeah, because I got the Atari 50 collection, so I'm already playing Pong, among other games.
Dang you.
So those were the retro birthdays.
All right.
And then I think that was everything we wanted to cover this week.
I think so. I'm good.
Yep. Except I have a game I want to play. There's a little bit of a game.
I have a controller available if you like.
No. It's already incinerated.
Well, wow. It's a hell of a bucket. Okay.
No. I threw it in the oven when you weren't looking.
Dang.
Well, I thought.
Listen.
It could be lunch.
I've eaten worse.
No, but because it's the holiday season, and there was something that a few months ago actually, I got on a nostalgia trip. Of course, this whole podcast is a nostalgia trip, but I got on a different nostalgia trip.
Okay,
and I had actually showcased, and he's behind you. If you look behind you, I had purchased Alfie.
Yes, I was just staring at that before. Now that I'm here,
I purchased Alfie off of eBay.
God, I do remember this.
Yeah, so I think it's Alfie 2.
Really?
Yeah.
The one button. They couldn't just put one more button there?
No, they didn't have any use for it.
Honestly.
They did no use for that spot.
Well, now you know that's unpressable.
Yes. Well, I knew that. And naturally, you would go and press the unpressable.
Of course.
So I bought Alfie off of eBay. And I had decided that I was still in a retro mood. And I'm putting him on his shelf where he belongs. He's just chilling. It made me think about when we used to make our Christmas lists.
Yeah, I was just literally thinking about this the other day.
Yeah, so
writing letters to Santa.
Right, writing letters to Santa, or for some of us,
with the list.
Yeah, for some of us who were wiser than that, writing lists to mom and dad. And
I don't know what you're talking about.
And so one of the major things that every house would get one, right? And every mailman would have a broken back in December when they would bring out a Sears catalog. Sears was Amazon for us in the 70s and 80s.
Really? What? I guess. Yeah, it was. Right.
Well, the Sears catalog had everything.
Literally everything.
Literally everything. Anything that you wanted, you can order from the Sears catalog. And at Christmas time, they would create a special wish book.
Yep.
And the wish book would have everything coming out, and you would go through the book, and you would circle things, and you would dog-ear pages, so mom and dad knew what to buy you for Christmas. So I went on eBay, and I got myself a wish book.
Look at this. Look at that thing.
Look at this wish book.
Wow.
From Sears. Now, and the reason why I thought this would be perfect thing to do for this episode, since it is December, and we just talked about retro birthdays. This is the 1992 Sears wish book. So this is a 30-year-old wish book. This is the 30th retro birthday of this wish book. And so I went through it, and literally, like I'm telling you, like washer dryers,
everything from books to games to guns to lingerie.
Yeah, literally everything. I just flipped through pages, and I think I saw a video phone.
Wow,
do you remember those? Well, they were video phones, but like you bought.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You got them in twos.
Yeah.
You bought them in twos, and you can only call one person on video.
That's it. Yeah,
that's what it was.
A really long
but
section cord.
yeah, camcorders, computers. There it is.
Oh, there it is. Video phone. Yeah.
Yeah, see, video phone.
Wow.
Look at that. So anyway, so what I thought we can do is I thought we can play a little game.
Okay.
I went through and I went to the video game section.
Oh my God! I'm just looking at the photos. That's all.
Yeah.
Look,
So
wow.
and I'll share these images on the screen when when I edit this thing. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to play a little game. Let's see how many you get right. I'm gonna name the console that's in the in the wish book. Now this is 1992. So these are they have all of the consoles that were for sale December of 1992 in the wish book. So I'm gonna call out the console. I want you to tell me how much you think the console was going for in December of 1992.
The actual retail price.
The actual retail price. So we're a little bit of a Price is Right game.
Okay.
So the actual retail price, and we'll give you. Okay, I'll give you a $5.
Okay.
A $5 window.
Yeah,
lower
or
or
nay.
higher.
Okay.
You got to get within $5,
Okay.
higher or lower,
Okay.
of the console.
Okay.
And let's see how many you get right.
Okay.
All right. So the first one that they're showing off here is the very popular Nintendo Game Boy. Now, but the question is, again, when did Game Boy come out?
Well, not only that, what is it like?
And what version of it is it?
I'm guessing it's an original, not a Game Boy Color or a Game Boy Pocket.
No, it is the standard
Game Boy.
It is the standard Nintendo Game Boy handheld entertainment system.
Okay.
Features a dot matrix screen plus the standard Nintendo controls.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Okay. Remember, it requires 4 AA batteries.
Yeah, that's definitely the
Or
original.
can be used with AC adapter battery packs sold at Right. Sold at Right. That sounds weird.
Probably because it's right next to the description.
Exactly.
Which I actually had.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay. Does it mention anything about a packing game?
Does not say anything about a packing game.
So I'm gonna see 1992. It's been around. For a few...
I'm sorry, I'm wrong.
Tetris
Includes Tetris. Yes.
Okay.
Includes headphones for digital stereo game sounds and Tetris.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say, Bob, I would say
Bob.
$1.
Drew.
Well, we'll do 1992.
Oh, it's that is Bob.
Pets
with
Worst,
the long microphone and
which Drew still has actually.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So no, for real. Honestly, 1992. By then, prices already dropped. It came out in '89, right before the Game Boy Color was probably coming out. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say maybe. I want to say 100, but I want to say like $119.99.
$119.99. The actual retail price of the Nintendo Game Boy handheld entertainment system in December of 1992 was $79.99.
All right, here's what's funny. As soon as I said 119, you started talking. 79 popped in my head. Okay, now I have an idea.
Yeah, so you were way off.
I was way off.
You were
yeah.
way off.
Okay.
Okay. So, and there are a bunch of games. I'm not going to ask you about games because there are a lot.
Yeah,
there actually are a lot of consoles in here, consoles and handhelds from 1992.
Yeah.
So December 92. So
all right. Well, that's going to give me a base then.
Yes. So now I have turned the page and I have moved on to.
Okay.
The Atari Lynx.
Oh my God.
Portable color game arcade features 16-bit graphics, 64 kilobytes of RAM, 4,096 colors, backlit 3.5-inch color diagonal screen, and digital 4-channel stereo.
I'm looking for a Barker's Beauty.
16-bit processor works at 16 megahertz, 4 times faster than other portables.
No, that would have been kind of new actually. The Lynx, I would say 92. Maybe it came out in 91.
And it says here, put 16-bit power in the palm of your hands.
Oh my gosh.
December 1992. How much did the Atari Lynx portable cost?
So if the Game Boy already was 80, I'm going to say, but like 100 would be too weird, but I don't want to say 80. I'll say like 89.99.
Okay, and we have a $5 up or down.
Yeah.
Actual retail price of the Atari Lynx was $99.99.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
You need to go with your
No,
gut.
you're right. This is why I'd be terrible. Weren't you on The Price is Right? No,
no, I was in the audience. But I've been on many game shows,
you have, yes.
and my first rule on game shows is to go with your gut.
Right.
Your gut is mostly right.
Especially this one.
Yeah, you are overthinking, I think.
Yes.
All right. Well, $99.99 for the Atari Lynx.
Okay.
Okay, we're moving on. Still in handheld territory.
Okay.
Now, up for grabs is the Sega Game Gear.
Oh my gosh.
He's here. It's Sonic the Hedgehog on Game Gear, and he's busting the speed barrier wide open. So we're already pushing at this point. They were pushing Sonic on Game Gear. So the Sega Game Gear December 1992. Displays 32 on-screen colors from a palette of 4,096 colors. 6 AA batteries.
They should not have put that in the description.
Right? I know, because that sucker ate up those batteries.
It was a 4-hour battery life
Yep.
versus the 30-hour battery life of the game.
Yeah, it was crazy. Multi-channel stereo sound, so you'll hear every hit,
sweet.
crash, and explosion like you've never heard before. All right, how much?
Did it come with a packing game? Does it mention anything about a packing game?
All it says is that Sonic is here. It doesn't say that
right.
it's with it.
Oh,
wait, with a wide variety of games sold separately.
Okay,
So let's
okay.
say no game, Sega Game Gear, December 1992.
So I don't think they're as high as, though they are color, but I feel like they might be slightly higher than the Game Boy. But they also wanted to rival Game Boy. That was always their thing. I'm going to say $79.99.
$79.99?
Yeah.
Actual retail price of the Sega Game Gear is $129.99.
Seriously?
$129.99.
$130 for that?
Yep. I think it was new at the time.
92?
I
You
think
know
that
what?
might have been
It probably
new.
would have been the first year.
Yeah, and not only
Now that I
that,
think about
Sonic was selling everything
Yeah.
for Sega at the time. So.
Plus, 6 batteries. Like, come on.
All right, we're moving on.
I hate this game.
We are, clearly you do. We're skipping past that. Okay, here we go. 1992, still being sold in stores and and in Sears. Wishbook. We are talking about the original Nintendo Entertainment System Challenge set,
Okay.
which includes the base unit,
Mm-hmm.
high-speed controllers, and Super Mario 3.
High-speed controllers.
Yes.
Is this the top loader?
This is not the
Okay,
top loader.
okay.
It is the traditional Nintendo Entertainment System.
So that high-speed controllers as opposed to low-speed controllers, and it came with Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yes.
Now, at this point, it's already been out for a while. Even with the packing games, challenge set, I'm going to say $99.99.
Okay. Actual retail price of the Nintendo Challenge set, $89.99.
Ah!
You are batting 0.
But I'm getting 10 within 10.
You're getting within 10, but
I
you
know,
have to get
I know.
within 5.
$89.99?
$89.99. All right.
$10 more than the Game Boy?
All right, we're moving on. There's still more. Still more to come. All right, here we go. This is an interesting one. Now, this is a system that I want in my collection that I still don't have.
For the TurboGrafx?
It is the TurboGrafx Turbo Duo.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Turbo Duo. 2 hot systems,
Yeah.
TurboGrafx 16 and Super CD-ROM system, have been combined to make one awesome game unit. The left half has a slot for a turbo chip to play your exciting TurboGrafx 16 games, and the right half is a CD player for playing your TurboGrafx CD and the new Super CD-ROM games. Plus, you can connect it to your stereo system to get high-quality stereo sound. And if that's not enough entertainment, it comes with 5 games.
Did it really?
5 games. Gates of Thunder, Dungeon Explorer, what is it? Ys 1 and 2. Y apostrophe S.
Yeez. Yeah, I think it's Yeez. Yeah.
Ys 1 and 2. Bonk's Adventure and Bonk's Revenge.
I don't think any of those are even CD games.
So 5 games, 2 consoles molded into one. How much was the Turbo Duo going for in December of 1992?
Well, I'm really hoping Analog sells theirs for about $1.80, but I'm gonna say for that now, TurboGrafx probably higher because that's a lot of equipment and a lot of games. I'm gonna say $169.99.
Actual retail price of the Turbo
Actually,
Duo.
now that I think about it, it's probably
What?
way
Go.
higher. No, it's higher.
Go.
I was actually maybe like $199.
Okay, $199.
$199.
Actual retail price of the Turbo Duo in December 1992. $299.99.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it did come with 5 games.
No, I know it did, but I didn't think it was gonna be that expensive.
And now for something a little slightly less,
Okay.
since that was $299.99. How much was the original TurboGrafx 16 entertainment system going for?
At that point, I would say $299 for that. Probably $99.99, $100.
It was going for, and wow, this is a surprise, $64.99.
Wow.
64. It was cut $35.
Well, that actually, I guess that would make sense because he was trying to get sales. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Wow, why did I not have one then at that price?
At that price, we should have all had it.
Yeah, honestly.
All right, moving on. All right, we're almost done. We got a couple. I think we're almost done.
Well,
There's a lot.
I feel like I've been done a while.
There were a lot of videos. Well, I mean, because you're batting 0. All right, we got 2 more left.
Okay.
2 more left. Okay. Now we're moving on to the 2 big boys of the early 90s.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Here we go.
All right.
The Sega Genesis.
I feel like I just saw a YouTube video about this.
Sega Genesis, 16-bit technology lets you play games that look, play, and sound exactly like the arcade. Includes base one controller for single play, Sonic the Hedgehog game, and hookup accessories. Ooh, wow. All right. How much for the Sega Genesis in December of 1992?
I want to say $149.99.
Actual retail price.
Wait, is it the Genesis 1 or the Genesis 2?
Ooh.
Is it? Does it
It's
have
wider.
Okay, so it's Genesis
wider.
1.
Yes.
All right. So then, what did I say? Did I say 149? What did I say? I think I said 149.99.
Actual retail price of the Sega Genesis, $99.99.
Come on! Damn it!
And now for its counterpart. And the last system we're going to go through. The Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Larry, this is your last chance.
Yeah, I know.
Super Nintendo Entertainment System features full digital stereo sound and over 30,000 different colors that bring games to life on your screen in dazzling 3D. Wow, they said dazzling 3D. Includes Super Mario World game, 2 specially contoured controllers that feature eight buttons for unprecedented play control.
Oh, that's not fair. They're including select and start on that one.
Yes.
Okay, unfortunately, I do not remember how much the NES challenge went for because it's not going to be the same price. I'm going to say.
Oh, interesting. I made a mistake.
Oh, what'd you do?
Genesis was actually $129.99. I made a mistake. Without Sonic was $99.99.
Well, I think at this point we should
with Sonic. It doesn't matter. You lost anyway. You said $149. So anyway,
I think this whole thing should be voided.
How much should this? We're going back. I just read it wrong. With the game, it was $129. You were still wrong. For the Super Nintendo.
Well, with that being said,
for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, right? Because that should give you a base. With the Super Nintendo Entertainment System with 2 controllers and Super Mario World.
I'm trying to figure out who was trying to undercut the other though.
Yep. How much was it?
I'm gonna say $119.99.
Okay. Actual retail price of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. $139.99.
Oh, come on! I should have known Nintendo.
You went the wrong way.
I should have known Nintendo was gonna be more expensive.
Yep, you went the wrong way. So Larry, you bet 1,000. You were wrong every time.
This is why I don't do video. I mean, I don't do game shows.
And then the last, the Super Nintendo by itself was $99.99. Okay. Without Super Mario World.
Fair enough.
But tons of just to flip through this and see all the games and stuff, and this really awful Mario.
Oh, that's a terrible. No, that's terrible. That's straight out of the Japanese.
I know it's terrible.
Instruction booklet.
But they have games on sale here: Link to the Past, Mario Paint.
Mario Paint was the first game I bought my own money.
SimCity, Pilot Wings, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, Larry, thank you for taking the Sears Wish Book December 1992 challenge. We regret to say that you were wrong. And as a consolation prize, you can get a $10 bonus check, which is your TDK holiday gift.
Right.
Oops, down it goes.
I cannot get that.
Yeah, it went. It fell in with the Stadia. So here you go. You can get your $10 bonus check when you buy TDK VHS tapes.
Wow. And those are prices I would not have expected from that.
Yeah, maybe not. So there you go. That is our Sears Wish Book from 1992.
Would you trust anything with those yellow batteries?
I don't know. Would you trust this Santa Claus? I don't know. This kid looks like he's praying in front of him.
He kind of does, yeah.
Actually,
today.
So there we go. I thought that was fun.
That was very enjoyable for everybody else.
Yes, it was definitely enjoyable for me. So what do you say we wrap this up?
I'm fine with that.
All right.
And where can they tell us how bad I am at guessing prices?
You guys can make fun of Larry at Facebook.com/RetroGamersPodcast, on Instagram at RetroGamersPodcast, on Twitter at RetroGamersPod. You can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube at RetroGamersPodcast, or you can email us at email@TheRetroGamers.com.
And with that, Ant, have a wonderful week.
You have a good week as well.
And folks, we'll catch you everywhere next week on the Retro Gamers Podcast.